I'm not a writer who could simply write an octet or a symphony. It's not how my brain works. It has to be in reference to story. And when you're composing, it just feels like the choices are endless. And story, for me, limits and it swaddles it in something I can understand. There are a couple of things that I've learned. One is that I want it to be part of a really large conversation. I really want the central character to be someone who I haven't seen a lot from. A butch character in Fun Home, a female pilot in Grounded, a maid whose daughter is going to be a civil rights activist in 1963. You can tell one of my shows by the kinds of characters I'm writing for. So it's not just the sound of the music, but the way it breathes, the way it smells, the way it feels that you're going on a journey with that person. There also has to be transformation. If there's no transformation, I don't want to write it. If there's something where I feel like the music doesn't have an honorable place, I don't want to write it. The stage, in particular, the audience is so powerful for opera and for musicals because you have simultaneity. You can split a screen in the movies, but when obviously the Greeks did this in their plays with the choruses, and Shakespeare does it with the asides. But what you can do musically is have two characters or two groups of people who think the exact same thing, but they don't know it on the stage, but the audience does. So there's this triangle. They don't know it, the audience knows it, and the audience wants to say, wait, he loves you. Don't you? Oh, if I could just get up there and tell you. That's what happens. They start to lean in because you empower them. They're endowed with something underneath, or they know what someone's thinking. I always use that word transformation because I don't want the audience to leave in the same state that they came in. The most upsetting thing to me is when I write something and I hear people on the way out ask where they're going to go for dinner. And I just know it's just like Teflon. It's just bounced off of them. I feel like when I write for opera, that is, for me, everything goes. Everything goes. All the way that the crunches I hear, the dissonance, the way that the orchestra can be, a section can tell a story. I don't have a section on Broadway. I'll have 4 string players. So the conversation musically is different. It's more intimate. It's more chamber almost all the time. In opera, the strings alone, I can have violins 1 and 2 on a melody, and it says everything I need to say. And that's very different. So the orchestra has a power and is a character for me in a very different way, and has a presence. I feel like there's an omniscience that I can do in the orchestra. So that for me is a big difference.